Hi, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 25th to the 31st, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, check out my website, daneharttarot.com, or follow the instructions in the description box below, and I look forward to reading for you. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, just brushing some dog hair away. That's how you know it's authentic in me. All right, so let's see here, Aries, what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Okay, so we're crowned with the Three of Pentacles. We then have the Tower. We have the Ace of Pentacles, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. We then have the Seven of Swords. We have the Pope, which is the Hierophant, Taurus energy. So if you're born on the cusp with Taurus, okay, that's going to come through very powerfully. Or if you have Taurus in your chart, we then have the Knight of Wands, that is us. We have a lot of energy during this week, which will serve us very well. We then have the Judgment card, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay. The Ten of Cups reversed. Yeah, the Ten of Cups reversed, which is very interesting here. So we can have a little jealousy come forward. So if you're like, wow, why am I looking at everybody and thinking, oh, wow, you have it so much easier, or, oh, wow, you have such nice things, like I want that, or we're really being influenced by influencers online and stuff, just know that the Ten of Cups is reversed. So that makes us all just a little bit more susceptible to being like, oh, man, that's so cool. I wish I could have that, you know? It's like FOMO. It's really big FOMO. So let me just see if everything is in frame, because these cards are very long and skinny, which I love them. I absolutely adore them. I think they're so pretty, but it does make them a little bit more interesting to get into frame. Okay. All right. We have the Ten of Cups reversed. We have the Six of Cups here. So we're very nostalgic during this time. We then have the Five of Swords. We've transformed a lot, and we have the Ace of Swords coming in. So we have two gifts from God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, of Pentacles and of Swords. So it's of money and of power. And who doesn't like that? I mean, that's a great combo. So really well done. Well done, Aries. Let's see what spirit has to say. And if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, you have to do three things. You have to like, comment with a butterfly so that I know you want to be in the running to receive a reading, and subscribe. So like, comment with a butterfly, and subscribe. That will put you in the running to receive a free reading, which will be announced on Sunday. They're always announced on Sunday. So hit that bell notification, because it'll just come up at any time on Sunday. Angels and spirit guides. So here we have repetition. We are going to be doing things over and over again. It's like, that's how you become a master at something. That's how you achieve, success and prosperity. It's the repetition. And we can get really frustrated with the repetition. It's like, how many times am I going to have to do this? Am I going to have to rebuild this thing? Am I going to have to start again? And it's until it's right. is what Spirit is saying, which is not helpful, right, in telling us a time frame. But there's going to be a lot of repetition this week. So just be aware of that. Just be aware that we can be frustrated with that repetition, but that repetition is actually helping us in the long run. Okay. But it's like, what is it, 10,000 hours of doing something makes you an expert or builds you on the path of becoming an expert. So just knowing that that's part of this week, it's building us on the path of becoming an expert in something we might never have thought that, oh, wow, I really want to do this. But now we're being called to it. So just be aware of that. I do see Spirit coming in a very different way during this week, kind of like tapping your shoulder, getting your attention, having you inspired by things that you normally wouldn't be inspired by or wouldn't look at. Let's see here what our chakra energy is, angels and spirit guides. Here we have family, the root chakra. At the root of us, our family, the family we were born into, the family that raised us, the family that we've created for ourselves. However, family is incorporated in your life or is defined in your life, that energy is just going to be so important for you and so beautiful for you, Aries. So absolutely embracing that, being inspired by it, moving that energy forward, that's a really great thing. It moves us then to our, oh, no, we already did this. Goodness. Okay. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Oh, goodness. Okay. Right here, the Two of Cups. So, that's going to be really interesting. Okay. So during this time, Aries, you're going to connect with somebody and it's going to feel like, wow, they completely get you. It doesn't have to be a romantic connection. That's usually what our mind goes to, but it can be a friend connection. It can be a business connection. You're going to be like, wow, this person really gets you. They're going to be singing to certain traumas that you have. So they feel comfortable to you because they're bringing up the memories of those traumas. And, we might be saying, oh, that's so ridiculous. Why would I want to cause myself more pain? And this is just going to be a person that's really good at being a chameleon, is their energy feels really comfortable to you because they have certain traits of others who have hurt you, who have betrayed you, who have, caused pain or strife in your life. So just be mindful about that. We can also be very resistant to certain healings during this time and questioning, certain energies that are coming forward. It's like, oh no, I don't need to focus on this. I'm fine. And yet during this time, we're going to have to step within ourselves and heal and find that balance. So that's going to be very important as well. We are crowned with the Three of Pentacles. This is going to be a time where we work really well with others. We're really bringing things together. We're collaborating, bouncing off ideas. That's going to be really important to us during this time. We don't want to just lock ourselves in our bat cave and come up with our brilliance. We need to have a sounding board. We need to have people to talk things off of, to, get their opinion, shape things, greater understand things. That's going to be a very important thing for us. There can also be collaborations, but there can also be intercompany loaning during this time where one department can loan from another department. And, you might, that would be really good if you work at a store. It can be, oh, I don't have this, let's call up this store and work together on it. I'm just seeing that too, where it's kind of like we're using our connections that maybe we ourselves don't have, but it's like part of a larger group that feels like one homogenized, is that the right word? I don't know. One, big conglomeration working together. So that's going to be very, very interesting. And it can also be very interesting to see that where it's not like a company, but it's also people with the same ideas, reaching out, asking questions, finding answers. That's going to be very inspiring during this time. It's building up wealth. It's building up prosperity. We are going through a tower time, and we have been through a tower time. So things haven't been calm and quiet and relaxing and just sitting on a hammock while the wind blows. That's how we'd like it to be. But here with the tower, it really is quite intense. So just knowing that certain ideas that we have had, certain ways that we have seen things, they've been shaken. We're questioning, we're looking deeper at things, but we're pushed out of our comfort zone this week is going to be really important. We're pushed out of our comfort zone. We are embracing prosperity and money and success and bounty and what we value as much as money. That's a huge thing for us. But we're fighting against lies. There are going to be people who want to keep us off balance, who want to, take away our success and claim it as their own, even though we're working very well with other people. A lot of people would be like, hey, that's not fair. But by the time, all said and done, we still have gone through things. So just be aware of that. And it can also be during this time. We're repairing a reputation that somebody took it, upon themselves to really badmouth us to other people. And it's like, well, wait, what the heck is going on here? So just being aware of this is going to be really important, because what we're seeing here in the tarot is that you can be going through all that, and yet people still at the top see you. Like, they see you as being hardworking. They see you as being dedicated. And that's really important. But you're also looking at, okay, what's my passion? What's my fire? Where do I want to be? There are certain things that are going to happen that have had you moving in a different direction than what you had initially thought, or where you had, kind of thought you would be, or how you thought things would progress. And you can be surprised by this, but it's a pleasant surprise. So that's really a nice thing. With the Knight of Wands, we're going to be moving forward. I mean, this is a week where there's a lot of tenacity to us, where there's a lot of fire, where there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of, I can do this, movement. Physical movement is going to be very important to us. If we can't physically move for whatever reason, visualizing that within our mind, visualizing movement, sitting outside, that's going to be very recharging to us as well. We're coming out of a place of feeling trapped, of feeling overwhelmed. And as we come out of that place of feeling trapped and overwhelmed, we're kind of thinking, but everything is different. Everything has changed. This wasn't the way it was supposed to be. And now we're kind of saying, I hope things don't fall apart again. Whereas before, we're like, I got this. It's never going to fall apart. Everything's cool. So just be mindful of the mental energy you're surrounding yourself in, because it's like, I hope this doesn't happen again, brings doubt. Whereas before, we didn't question it. We're like, no, I'm moving forward. I got this. So moving back into that energy of, I am a knight. I am strong. I am powerful. Doesn't matter your age or whatever, like how you want to level up in your life. Seeing yourself as powerful right now, that's going to be so beneficial to you. We have a tendency right now to be envious. We see that here with the 10 of Cups reverse. If we can look at that and say, okay, you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to watch influencers. I'm not going to, engage in these things that are going to make me have FOMO. And even when I have FOMO, fear of missing out, I'm going to look at that and say, that was great for them. It might not have been as wonderful for me. So that's okay. I'm really looking at our mind and looking at the way that we're perceiving things. That's going to be really important. We're very nostalgic. We're very nostalgic during this time. And so things that bring up our nostalgia, like things that remind us of our past, are going to be very beautiful to us, are going to spark a lot of joy in us. So if we do things that remind us of our past, of really happy times, that's going to be just super beneficial. With the 5 of Swords, there is this real sense here of, I'm not the same person I was. I've been through stuff. I've stood my ground. I know what I want for my life, and I am moving me forward. And there's a tenacity, there's a fierceness, there's a beauty, there's a brilliance to us that we are absolutely embracing, and we're going to see ourselves transformed by. And with the Ace of Swords, we're cutting through doubts, fears, negativities, hurts, pains, disappointments, and we're saying, this is my voice. We're embracing our prosperity, planting seeds within ourselves of, yeah, I can do this. We can be inspired, very inspired by other people during this time, very inspired by other people's stories. So just know that. But again, the jealousy can come up. It's like, oh man, look at what they did with their life and look at where I am. Comparison is the thief of joy. Don't do that to yourself. It's time to collaborate. It's time to see yourself in kind of 3 different roles in your existence right now, and 3 different hats that you will have to wear. And you're embracing the power of your voice. You're embracing the power of your determination, your focus, your insight, your understanding. And there's a real sense here of, I've got this, and I'm moving forward towards where I need to be for me. And that's going to be, and that is a very big deal. Our subconscious spirit message here is renewal reversed. And we just feel a little drawn, a little tired, a little overwhelmed. And it doesn't feel like we're being renewed. And yet we have ourselves coming out of the darkness, coming out of a box that somebody has put us in, or we have put ourselves in. And we're saying, no, I don't like this. It doesn't fit. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm really starting, and I'm really embracing me. And I'm starting to see me as the wonderful, unique, powerful individual that I am. We are also going to be searching during this time, listening to a lot of different, self-help, spiritual insights type of thing. And we'll be like, oh, this person's right? And then we'll listen to another thing and then, oh, that person's right. And it's going to confuse us just a little bit. Here's the thing. And here's something that I firmly believe in and have since I was very, very little. Look at who you were when you were small, before the rest of the world came in and told you who you should be. What sparked joy in your life? What brought happiness to you? That might not be your job yet, or that might never be your job. right? But following your joy and following your beauty, that beauty that you knew when you were little, because again, we're highly inspired by our past, following that joy that we had when we were little and saying, okay, let me follow that forward. That's going to absolutely elevate your whole entire life and your whole entire self. And that's going to take you out of this tower time instead of saying, like, oh my gosh, now when is everything going to fall apart again? And how many times do I get to be disrupted? And how is it that everybody else can walk through life fine, but I'm always being battered and bruised and having these hardships come? We need to stop that, okay? Because that's also, again, that enviness coming in. Everybody has their hard times, and we can sit there and be really upset and say, why is it so hard? And just know that you're being forged like a sword. You're being forged like a sword, and you have quite a few swords in this reading, and you are learning how to stand in your power. You are learning how to stand in yourself. And being forged is not easy. When a sword is forged, it's a rod of metal that's stuck into blazing hot fire and then pounded and pounded and pounded until all imperfections are out. Until it is, so thin and so sharp and a sign of power and wealth. And, it changed people's lives. If you were in the battlefield back in medieval times and before, and your overlord or your king gave you a sword, your whole family's life was changed. So what you're going through right now, even though it might not be the best thing, and you might be like, wow, I'm having so much fun, it is going to change your life forever. And that's going to trickle down into your ancestry and into, not your ancestry, but into your heritage, into your family line, right? But also into the people that you touch in this life, like the people that you are around. So that is going to be an amazing thing. And that is an amazing thing, Aries. It moves us then to our chakra energy, which is listening. This is the third chakra. I love this card. I always see listening as a superpower in a world that wants to just talk over everybody, in a world where everybody's talking and nobody is listening. Listen. People will, first of all, tell you more about themselves than they ever intended to. People will also tell you and show you their values and what they want from their life. Listen. It is a superpower. It is the greatest thing you can ever do. And also listen to yourself. What do you want? Where are you happy? Where are you not happy? How are you striving forward? It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. It's the Three of Wands. Okay? The Three of Wands is this real sense of, when it's reversed, it's like, I thought things were going to be moving forward a certain way. I thought this was going to be a certain way, and it's not. And we can get really down on ourselves. Like, okay, well, how is this supposed to move forward? And where is this supposed to be? And if not here, then where? And we can get really frustrated. Okay? But this is going to be a time where we need to find a different route, where we need to look at things in a different way. And we need to start to define ourselves in a different way, because we're the Five of Swords. We've been through things. It's been hard. It's been challenging. It's been overwhelming. But we are now stepping into power we never knew we had, or that could be ours. We're embraced by the knights. We are fierce and we are powerful. And it moves us then to our tarot subconscious message. And this is the Page of Swords. And this is the Page of Swords reversed. So subconsciously, we're fighting against being a student, which is interesting because once we accept that we are a student, learning our voice, learning our power, learning our tenacity, then that's when we take this Ace of Swords just absolutely fervently and we change the way we're speaking about our world. And so we change the way we're perceiving our world. We change the story of our world for ourselves, and we change our whole entire life. We are simply a story, and we are simply perception, which there's nothing simple about that. But boiling ourselves down to that's powerful. Okay. All right, Aries. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aries. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I hope you have a blessed week, and God bless. Bye.